can I say? This has to be the most clean-cut, resolved issue in Love Life history. Like, when you really think about it, you have tons of the other series where there's always some sort of unresolved issue towards the end, some missing feeling, some tearful decision, some bittersweet endings. All that kind of stuff happens, all of them. But this one, not really. I guess because they had 3 seasons to get their stuff in order, and here it felt like it was just a resolve. Everyone knows what they need to do and where they need to go when everything is said and done, and that's what we get to see with all these characters. Kanan going to overseas to learn at the academy, and even though she has became this big star and has become a good team leader, she still has her freaking social awkwardness around new people, especially those who are related to Margaret, as Margaret was a very difficult person to deal with. So she thought already this image of the bigger sister must be worse. But sometimes when you have a very stubborn little sister or little sibling, it's mostly because of the bigger sibling, most of the times. And so when you see that, she thought, oh my goodness, she's gonna be way worse than Margaret. Then you see her and she's actually pretty nice, pretty understanding. It's like, still like, what is Margaret's problem? Why is she like that? We don't know, but that's just how it is, I guess. She has this higher standard. But again, it seemed like a lot of like younger sisters in this series seem to have more of a serious tone than the older sisters do. Like you've seen in the other series where it was the older sister that was more serious and the younger sisters were more like shy, like socially awkward. But not in this series. In this one, Superstar, the younger ones have a stronger resolve and more of a maturity way of going about things. I guess you can say maturity way, or it's just Margaret just being very stubborn. But then you have someone like Tamari, who's also kind of stubborn, but shows that maturity. Like she's more dependable than Natsuki is and everything. So there's that. But anyways, off boating here. But it seems like everything is happening in the right order, I would say. For instance, all the seniors have their resolve. They're all busy doing what they can do after graduation. You know, kind of an overseas thing. Um, you have Chisato. Damn, what's her name? Chisato and her dancing audition to join a team. Then you have what, and one that I wanted to get to, one that satisfied me more than anything, is freaking Surmei. Surmei has been dissed by these agents for years, and now because she's a big name all of a sudden, now all of a sudden the same agent that she's been trying to go to, who couldn't remember who she really was, decided to have her some lead role, but she turned it down. I'm like, she turned it down because she got better options now. Way better options. So this girl who didn't want to give her a chance to really make something out of herself, to give this poor little girl a chance to be a star, turned her down so many times, or at least gave her small roles, now decided to come to her because she's a big name. And she's like, I'm sorry, lady. You are too late. Too late. She is off to bigger and better things now. That right there put a smile on my face. It really did. Like, you should have tried. You should have tried, girl. But you missed a potential client. And now it's over. But then again, you could say, what if she did give her a chance, but she just wasn't up for it? That could also be one thing as well. So because of that, we could also say that now that she went through Love Life and Leela and everything, she now has more confidence. She knows how to shine and everything. So now there's that. Yeah, you can think about that. Then you also have Cuckoo and her resolve with her family. And then Ren moving forward, no longer being student council and leaving it all to Kinoko in the end. Kinoko being the next student council, showing that she can be up for the task if she's given the right push. And then I also like it how they gave the second years all the work. Like, they now have to figure things out, do things on their own. And this is the main leading point that we've all been looking forward to when watching this series, is them standing on their own. Because of all the groups in Leela, they're the ones that had to struggle the most to get where they were at because they were just not really up for it in the beginning. They really had to struggle to just meet the expectations and even lower the bar sometimes during season 2. But now they're here, they know what they can do, they know their strengths, they know their weaknesses, and now they're preparing for the next Love Live concerts, they're preparing for the next challenges, next practices, all that stuff is all on them now. From the songwriting, costume making, everything. They gotta do it. It all rises on their shoulders. So then you have the thing now with the freshmen. Now, the freshmen are in a league of their own. I want to tell you, they are pure geniuses, the freshmen. Like, they didn't need any true training or anything like that. Like, they were just good from the get-go, man. That's freaking awesome. But with that being said, it was a question that happened with Tamari. See, Tamari's entire thing was looking after her bigger sister, Natsuki, seeing Natsuki isn't making a bad decision. But now she sees that the decision she made was actually a good one. So Tamari now has fallen in love with Leela in the school, and she is glad where she is at. However, one of the conflict is Margaret herself. You see, Margaret felt like she had to go to this prestigious school, she had to beat Leela, she had to do all these things in order to prove herself. But hasn't she already done that already? Has she not already proven herself to be a top idol, to be a top star? Yeah, she's already proven that to herself without really reaching the goals that she thought she wanted. In the end of the day, oh, that came out wrong. At the end of the day, she got what she wanted. She wanted to be with the people that shines the brightest, and to her, that's Leela. So she was having a hard time to admit that because she is tsundere. So it was a hard time for her to really admit that yeah, she does like here because she wanted to go back where she thought she belonged, where Kanan was going. But that's Kanan's adventure. They wanted Kanan. They didn't really want Margaret. And if they did, she had to prove herself. But she did prove herself. But she proved herself here. Not over there. She proved herself here. So maybe she doesn't need it after all. She needs this place to grow even more than she already is. So now she decides to stay. First she was conflicted about it because, when you have a goal that you have for so long, it's because in personal past stuff, you yourself see that you have to go through this route no matter what. No matter what comes your way, no matter what good things happen to you, this is the line of sight, no matter what. But then someone stops you along the way and says, is this really your true goal? Or maybe you already got what you wanted, but you don't realize it yet. Maybe what you need is truly right in front of you, but you're about to pass it. So that's when she made that decision. I will stay here. She'll stay in Leela and see what she can do from here on out. Now, that being said, we finally did everything for all the girls and what they need to do and what they're going to do in the future. So this definitely was the most well-wrapped thing. Heck, even competing in Love Live at the end was easy peasy. Even name the song, creating the song wasn't that bad in a way. She thought about it, and we all thought about one thing, and where Kanan wanted to be. I totally forgot this. I really did. And it's with what Kanan wanted to do, why she wanted to sing, and she wanted to join the choir. And that's right. She wanted to do choir singing the entire time, but she wasn't able to do it. And I guess as Kanan is being an idol in her dreams and stuff, and she sees her child version of herself wearing a little uniform, I'm like, I wonder what this dream is about. And then I realized, oh yeah, she's about to achieve what she truly wanted all along and be a choir girl. So she went from wanting to be a choir girl to be a crazy school idol and everything. It's pretty nuts to be singing inside a prestigious choir in the school she's going to in the country that it's in. It has a lot of church-like aesthetic around it. The castles, the buildings, and everything. It feels like that. So that makes sense now, her to be in that place. She definitely belongs there and everything. Now you think about it. So the song was great. It wasn't good as when the idol groups were battling off against each other. That one was heated. But as an idol song, it was very good. And they did it. They passed. They won Love Live. My only problem is that there was no new rival. The only new rival was themselves. I guess because they're so unbeatable, no one could stop them, in a way. So, there we go, I guess. The only obstacle they had was themselves, and then when they got through that, they were able to fully win Love Live with ease, in a way. And now they won it back to back. First time in history, an idol group winning Love Live back to back. And now next is graduation. You get to say goodbye. So I guess this season's only going to have 12 episodes, I guess. And I'm satisfied with that. Heck, we have a third season crown out. What more can you ask for? Probably an OVA, an epilogue OVA, or a movie. We'll see. We'll see. But anyways, that's all I got for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, of course. Hit that bell icon. This has been a Madcrownxox Anime. Signing out.